Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Thank you very much for joining me. Our patient is an AM4 socket. This board is ASRock B550 Phantom Gaming ITX/AX. Oh, gaming. I mean those little boards have much higher success rate because they don't bend. They stay flat, super flat. But with our recent changes to the process, I'm not worried about warping anymore. But I've never done AM4 socket, and that's probably because they don't normally break. So I'm not sure what's wrong with this one. So let's just take a quick look, because since maybe it's because, oh no, this is normal, right? Yeah, I think this is normal. So I expect the CPU was just forced in, right, maybe with the bend leg, and that's what damaged the socket. But I don't see anything. I already looked through it like this, right, checking if I can see like missing pin or anything like that. Right, there's a little bit of thermal paste here and there on the socket, but everything here looks okay. Right, there's only a little bit of dirt over here, but that could be cleaned. Alright, so I'm not sure why we need to replace this socket, but the customer wants the socket replaced. I've never replaced AM4 socket before, so I'm up for a challenge. I'm actually curious how it's gonna go. We do have to disassemble the board first, of course, but I'm only worried about the alignment. So if number one problem is how do I do it? Do I keep it like this, but then I get this lever over here sticking out, or do I close it like this? Then alignment. So once I remove the socket of the board, how do I align it? So we're kind of not even touching this line, or yeah, we're sitting. Yeah, the bottom is sitting on the line, or the center rather, right? But the bottom and the top is slightly bumped from the line, right? So it's not like perfectly aligned over here. Then the top, we can barely see the line on the top, and the bottom, yeah, there's another, yeah, this is going to be tricky to align. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Because once I remove the socket and I'm on the on the BGA station, I don't have the benefit of the microscope, so I can't look at it like this. I have to do it just with my glasses or head loop, whatever. But I could align this corner like this, so it's kind of sitting on the left line, right? And this is the top, the pin number 1, that's top. Right, so it's kind of sitting on both of these lines like this, right? So maybe I could align it on the left over here. The right alignment seems a lot easier over here, right? So I can at this corner and the other corner over here, and I should be able to align it, hopefully. But another problem is look at all these components over here. It's going to be super tricky not to move anything around. I think I'm going to do something a little different here. So normally I always keep them in this orientation, right? This is the top, this is where the V-core connects, top left, right? So the board is sitting in my machine as it would in the case, right? Which means I have to place the thermocouple here. So number one, it's going to be close to the handle. Is there a way to disassemble it? Oh, there you go. That's more like it. Okay, so I took off the I took off the cover. Oh, okay, now I see it. Okay, yes, we have damage to the socket, which I didn't see before, but once you remove the top cover, you can see, yeah, there's plenty of damage. Okay, that's why we're replacing it. So, now we can see the outline. Okay. See, it's bumped from the bottom line, and there is no other line over here. Yeah, so it's tricky. But what I was saying is that I don't want to place my thermocouple over here, risking moving the resistors over here and stuff. So I'm gonna turn it this way. That gives me plenty of room over here to place the thermocouple. Then I think I'm gonna use a little bit of Kapton tape and just cover these, just in case. Now, normally I don't put Kapton tape or anything on the board, because when you do, it, especially Kapton tape, it will, no, actually it doesn't block, aluminum tape, it will block the infrared from the heater, causing the temperature difference between the board that is not covered and the board that is covered. With Kapton tape, that's less of a problem, because it will let through a lot of that infrared. It will still, block a lot of heat, but it will not block completely. Yeah, this is definitely busted. So it's a challenge. What do we do when we have challenges? We face them. So let's see what we can do here. Alrighty, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And the reason is that once you remove the top cover and the lever, right, you're left with a very tiny, very light socket, because there's barely, the thickness is barely there, right? There's no like support legs and stuff. So the socket is sitting exactly like a regular BGA chip would. Right, so it's floating very nicely, As far as alignment, it's actually, so this is reassembled now, right? So that top line, we're sitting on the top line, right? And we're bumped just slightly from the right line, right? And then the bottom, from the bottom we are way bumped off, right? And sitting on the left. But when you remove the socket, right, then you see we're far away from the top line, right? If you remove this top cover, which means all you have to do is just align it to this corner, align it parallel to this line, and it should be parallel to this line, right? And it's going to be slightly bumped from the top, like here, right? And that's it. Then it floats very nicely. It's actually very easy to do once you disassemble it. It cleans a lot easier. This was 15 minutes of ultrasonic cleaning, three sessions of 5 minutes. And in between, I would just spray it with alcohol, just rinse it, spray it, rinse it, then again to the ultrasonic cleaner until it's clean. I think it was ready after 10 minutes, but I wanted to make it perfect, so I don't see any discolorations and stuff. Right, we still have a little bit of a little wet over here, but it should be clean. It should once it dries completely, shouldn't be leaving those marks, hopefully. If not, I'm just gonna spray it again and blow it with compressed air. We didn't lose any caps or anything around, which is good. And yeah, just do it from this side over here, because there's nothing on this side. So you can place the thermocouple wherever. I didn't review the footage yet, so I don't know if we have any warping or anything like that, but I held it in 4 spots with the screws and 4 spots over here. So these 2 and these 2 next to the socket, and obviously 4 around. Right, so in 8 spots. It was overkill. It would probably work if I just held it in 4 spots, but since I have 8 supports now, I use them all. All right, to me it looks like new. It is like new. And there we have a protective little cap, the protective element for the cups, right, and there, so they don't get crushed, or at least I think so. But we also have cups here. Why do I not have protective cover here? Who cares? Alrighty, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you found this useful, and I shall see you guys in the next one.